Hello, I am Deanna Rose, and I'm here to give you a brief introduction to sound healing and some history, as well as guiding you in some guided meditation and toning. So, before we get into um, the teaching, I would like to start off with a grounding prayer and song. So everyone, take a deep breath in and out. I'd like us to breathe into our hearts. Maybe call on Mary Magdalene to open our hearts. Everyone take a deep breath in. Call in all of our healthy ancestors that like to support us in opening our voices and healing. Thank you for our blessings. All right, so I'd like to talk to you a little bit about how I got into sound healing first and how it has been supporting my healing and growth as well. So a couple of years ago, I was running a community center out of my home called Songbird Sanctuary, my former home, and I had many wonderful roommates that lived there with me. And one woman named Samantha Stokes, she moved in and she brought in singing sound bowls. And I had never heard of them before. And so I started playing them with her on occasion, and it really opened me up, and I started just kind of like improvising with them, just kind of singing whatever and just not caring, just kind of letting myself improv and sing. And that was really healing for my voice. And I found at times in my life that I feel muted. And I don't know if you all can relate to that, but there's times where I feel very muted. Like I'm part of a conversation with friends and I don't really talk much, or I just feel like all my stories within are blocked to being shared. And so I find that when I play singing bowls, it helps unmute me, and it also helps enhance my voice. So my singing voice is all right on its own, but when I play sound bowls, it expands it and it opens it and it makes it a whole nother level. And so I'm sure a lot of people would love to grow their voice and see where you can go with that. And I really suggest sound bowls for that, because it can really unblock you. And so that's really exciting. And so that's why I really encourage singing bowls, especially for women, for queer people, for marginalized folks, and I mean all people. Like, you support men in expressing their emotions more. Like, really, it can benefit anyone. And so, yeah, so I wanted to start off with that, how it's really supported me. And I go through phases, like, I haven't wanted to sing in a couple weeks now, but when I bring out my bowls, it takes me to another frequency of life, and it supports me getting out of a lower frequency kind of funk. So yeah, I would like to also, so what is sound healing? Sound healing has been around since ancient times. Like, it was used in ancient mystery schools, in ancient cultures, in India, in Greece, in Australia, and Egypt and beyond, like all over, and so many different instruments were used. So they're, obviously like the singing bowls, but they started the ones that begun were copper, and then they've evolved. Have evolved to crystal, which is what I have. But the beginning singing bowls were made, I believe, 5,000 years ago. And so basically, sound healing is vast. Like there's so many different levels of sound healing. Like this is sound healing. There's you can play the didgeridoo. You can play the gong. Just singing without any instruments is sound healing. Playing the guitar, all music is sound healing. And so this is just one level of sound healing. And this is these crystal bowls that I specifically have are tuned to 432 hertz. And this hertz is supposed to really support in raising your frequency and healing your body. So yes, sound healing is known for chakra balancing, for reducing anxiety, for reducing stress, for improving sleep, reducing pain, recovering from surgery, and etc. It also restores the body's natural frequency. So if you feel kind of wacky after walking in the city and hearing all these different sounds, because sounds really affect us. So like loud buses and loud refrigerators, or loud, music that disrupts us, can kind of throw us off our rhythm. So this music can kind of call our bodies back to its natural frequency and kind of help the heaviness and sludge kind of come off of us. So, so back to the history of sound healing. Monks used to use singing bowls, and still use singing bowls for ritual. And back in the day, it started off being more of a secret kind of group of, it was more done in secret, and monks were able to travel different dimensions through singing bowls, and then eventually it spread out to the public, and that I believe happened when China invaded Tibet, and so singing bowls became more vastly distributed because with the destruction there was less ability to hide these healing modalities and share them and get them to more common folks, which is, you can in fact check me on that, but I believe that is one thing I've heard. So Aboriginal people also of Australia used the didgeridoo way back in the day for broken bones, for healing muscle tears, and etc. Sorry about that, that's my dog. And gongs are also one of the oldest instruments in the world. So gongs can help restore the nervous system as well. So, after all that heady stuff, I'd like to take a deep breath with you. Breathe out. Do a lion's breath. So take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Wiggle. Shake. All right. So this is just a brief intro to sound healing. I'm going to be going way deeper over time. And I'm Deanna Rose, and you can find me at deannarose.org on Facebook or Instagram and YouTube. So if you want continued education, you can find me there. So I'm going to go through each bowl, and we'll have different tones for each bowl. So this bowl is the root chakra, and the root chakra is the note C, the C note. So if you're jamming with other people, this is the C note. This is the root chakra. This is the pelvis. This is affiliated with survival, with sexual healing, home, and more, which a lot of us are working on right now, I'm sure. And here is the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is in your womb, in your pelvis, and it supports creativity, um, confidence. It holds as well a lot of, your fertility, your passion, and so if you're feeling blocked there, this is definitely a wonderful bowl. I just gave my mom a sacral chakra singing bowl. And here is the solar. So the sacral, the sacral chakra bowl is, the note is D. And then so here's the solar plexus bowl, and the solar plexus bowl is E. And the heart bowl is F. And then here is the throat bowl, which is G. And here is the third eye. I get a little nervous doing this, but I'm working through it, and I hope you can just love me and my humanity. So, this is my, this is the throat chakra bowl, and this is A, note A. And then here is the crown chakra, which is B. So it goes C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And this is all the seven main chakras. There are many other chakras in the body, but these are the 7 main chakras, the most commonly known. Yeah, so I'm going to start off with some tones. First, I'm just going to play with all of them for a little bit, and then I'm going to go to each one and give a good bit of time for each one so it can really sink in, and we'll sing the specific tones that are affiliated with that specific chakra. So first I'm just going to do a little bit of opening us all up at a time, and then we'll go specifically to each one. All right. So breathe in, breathe out. we're still in the warming up phase. So make sure you're breathing from your diaphragm. Something I have to still remember myself. And singing from your diaphragm. Focused singing bowl. So we're going to start with the root chakra. Hope you all can hear me all right. I'll turn up my microphone just a little bit. So we're going to start off with the root chakra now. And the root vowel we're going to do is ooh. So we're just going to sing ooh like smooth. And we're going to sing that for a little while. we're going to play the heart bowl. And the heart bowl is ah. Very similar, but it's an AH. It's okay if it sounds the same. For the third eye, we're going to do A, which the A is the note, and we're going to sing it in. Last and final, we're going to do for the crown, E. Stop for now because we're running out of time. I was trying to make this video just 30 minutes. So if you would like to more in-depth teaching or sound healing from me, I'll be doing more videos on my YouTube and my Instagram, and you can also find me on my website at deannarose.org. So that's DeannaRose.org, and you can find me there. And yeah, I like to support you in unmuting yourself and speaking your full voice and singing your full voice, and it really supports me in that. And so if you have any requests on certain types of videos you would like, or certain songs you would like me to sing as well, I'm open to that. So thanks for this attending this brief introduction, and intro to sound healing. There's way more depths to be surrendered to and followed. So I hope you follow me on that journey. Thank you all.